And I know that it is, and specifically in the house of God, it's hard to deal with because a lot of times, as long as we can come to church and jump and shout and dance, we all right. Just don't talk about stuff that's too serious because it makes us feel just a little uncomfortable. But I want you to understand, I know that when you walk in, you saw the sign that says Shallow Family Worship. But I want you to know that every church should be a worship center. Every church should be a house of prayer. But I want you to know that every church should also be a hospital. It ought to be the place where people can come that are broken, that are ill, that are sick, that are infirm, that are impaired. The church ought to be the place that we ought to be able to come. If the church is not the trauma center, especially for the believer, then what is? The trauma center where we come and we have faced crisis and we're facing things in our lives. And so often we as pastors, we want the church to be the trauma center. But you know what? Some of us are content on hanging on to wearing our mask. We want to wear our mask because we don't want to be the trauma center. We want you to like us. We want you to esteem us. We want you to look at us and really just continue to give us accolades. We don't want you to see our pain. We don't want you to know the fact that we're suffering. Because somehow or another that there's been a stigma of shame that has been associated with pain. There's a stigma of shame that has been associated with pain.
That's good, man.
And when that stigma is associated, even those that are hurt find themselves hiding because I don't want you to know that I'm hurting. Those that are in pain don't want you to know that we're in pain. And for us, if you don't mind me doing this, I want to kind of stay down the middle lane, especially dealing with people of the African American diaspora. Because we have some cultural issues that oftentimes contribute to our own victimizations. We have some things that are going on that have happened generationally that we have never really ever have dealt with. And we're going to have to deal with it if we're going to save the next generation.
Right.
In my years of dealing with domestic violence and sexual violence and abuse, it's been very little that have informed me to believe that most folks that are involved have not either experienced it growing up, witnessed it, or saw it growing up. It's been part of their environment. So therefore we know that domestic violence is something that impacts us and it's something that we learn. Somebody say learn. Well, where did we learn about it? We didn't learn about it necessarily when we went to school. We learned about it in the home. Yeah. Parent University.
Talk about it.
Parent University. We're educating by what we do, not necessarily by just what we say. And I know this much is that in this day and time, especially with the millennials, you say what you want about them. They are one of the generations that say, look here, shut up, show me.
Right.
That's really what they're about.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear no noise. They say, show me. So what are you showing me though? See, Generation X was still part of the you can talk to me generation.
Right.
The baby boomer generation, you can still tell us something. We took it at face value. The millennials are not like that at all. Millennials are more quicker to call you phony than any generation beforehand. You don't believe you're around young people for about 10 minutes. They sum you up, he's phony, she phony. They don't get caught up with the packaging, if you understand what I'm saying. And so they look at the reality there. But I want to serve you in our time today some things that I think is going to be very beneficial to us. And I thank you. This is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And last Sunday this time, I was, after leaving church the whole weekend, I was buried in writing. I had to get a section of a curriculum I was writing for the state of Connecticut, batterers intervention. And they're trying to roll out a new thing, and I was asked to write a section dealing with faith. It was dealing with the fact of the impact of faith on a batterer.